Hey guys, welcome to the channel. This is my 2024 Tesla Model 3 long-range all-wheel drive, and in this video I'm going to talk about why this has been the best daily that I've ever had. I only have about 4 months or so left on my lease, but I wanted to make this video while I still have it and show you guys, why the Tesla Model 3 is definitely the best daily I've ever had. And I've had some really good ones. So let's go and hop inside and let the car drive us to work as we talk about it. All right, let's go ahead and click start self-driving. Oh, sit back, relax, and let the car do the work. But for number one, clearly it's the best technology out of any car I've ever had. I don't have a car that literally drives itself. And, when you haven't experienced a Tesla before, the full self-drive is insane. I got so much trust in this system that I can literally just sit back and relax because it does such a good job. So the self-drive is literally next to none. Like, there's nothing else out there that's like it. Because like the Super Cruise and stuff like that, like I heard that they're okay on the highway, but this car can do it in town. This car can pull up to a charging station. This car can park. This car can go through parking garages. Like, it's literally insane. So I just sit back, relax, and let the car do the work. And it's so nice when you're just tired after a long day at work, or let's say you want to, respond to some text messages. It could be anything. You can just let the car drive and sit back and do your thing. The cameras, like this car has cameras everywhere. The front of the car, the side of the car, everything. So if I get into, like, let's say a race on the street, I would never do that. That'd be like AI. But let's say hypothetically I did. I can record the whole thing on the cameras. Now, it doesn't have sound, but I can record the whole thing on the cameras on the car. Or when the car is sitting in like a parking lot somewhere, that has the Sentry mode, so you can look at the cameras. It's recording what's going on around it. So, someone door dings you can get all their information. You can see who did it. You can look at the license plate. The cameras are extremely clear. Best backup camera, best cameras I've ever seen on any car I've ever had. So the technology is just literally insane. Number two, it's the least cost to own. This car has costed me $0. I haven't had to do anything to this car. I haven't done even tire rotation. Like, I haven't done tire rotation. I haven't done oil change. Actually, you know what? I take that back. I spent $8 on washer fluid. I'll show you guys the Instagram post I made. Got to top off the fluids, right? But literally $8 on washer fluid is what I've had to spend in my whole 2 years of owning this car. Well, almost 2 years. So nothing. Literally costed me nothing. And then the charging, I've only charged at my house a few times. Usually what I do is I go to areas where, like, I have stuff I can eat or go do, and I have the car charge itself, and I use my Tesla credits, because thanks to you guys using my referral codes, I have some Tesla credits I could use. So I use it just on charging and like Tesla accessories and stuff like that. So charging has costed me nothing either on this car. Oh, let's see if it gets in front of this van. All right, just in the nick of time. The car is literally driving itself. But yeah, I haven't had to do anything with the tires, no oil changes, no gas, not even paying for charging. I use the superchargers with my credits. And you might be thinking, oh, that must be boring. You sit around for 30 minutes at a supercharger. I can't say I've ever done that. When I go to a supercharger, like this video I'm filming on my phone, I'll edit a video while I'm at the supercharger. Or I'll go to the supercharger and I'll go inside, the restaurant that's there. Or I'll go inside the store or something like that. Like, I don't just sit around and wait on the car to charge. That's, like, dumb. So, least cost to own, right? Another thing I like about it is that it flies under the radar. This car I can cut up in traffic. Not that I do that. But this car I can go flying around and stuff. I might go blowing past like a police officer or something. This car is so low key, and there's so many Teslas that, like, it kind of flies under the radar. People don't really even notice you, which is kind of nice, because obviously my M2 is a bright red M2. Everyone's gonna see that, right? If you're driving fast and making noise and stuff. This car is silent. I can fly around, do crazy stuff, and no one bats an eye. I don't make noise. I don't cause a disturbance. So I really like the fly under the radar part. But that's not just specific to Tesla. That's just pretty much electric cars in general. But obviously, this is my electric car, so it's fantastic. Another thing too, it's the most comfortable car I've ever had as a daily. Like, there's so much room in this cabin. Like, look at all this room up here. right? It just feels very spacious. I have tons of room to move my legs around, tons of leg room. Passenger seat, tons of room over there. Look at these door pockets, huge. Bunch of storage. There's a bunch of storage in here, storage under there. Got some gift cards, storage in here. So it's so nice just having, you know, all this space and all this comfort. The seats are amazing. So I have driven the Model 3 Performance, which is a car I'm considering after this, and the seats are good. They hold you in, but they aren't as comfortable as these. These are like couches. Like, it's nice and soft. It still has some bolstering, like, you know, right here and stuff like that. But it, you know, these seats are the best. So on a long road trip or whatever, and don't be thinking, oh, I can't take an electric car on a road trip. Taking an electric car on a road trip, a Tesla at least, is so easy. Like, it literally tells you exactly where you need to stop, how long. And then once you learn the car and you know, like, to charge it when it's low, and then, you know, go to like maybe 40 or 50%, go to the next stop or whatever. I mean, by the time you do that, like after 3 hours of in the car, you're going to want to get up and stretch for a second anyway. So it's not like, I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't get in the car and drive for 500 miles in one setting and not even like freaking get out to use the bathroom or not even get out to stretch my legs. Like, who does that? Maybe semi-truck drivers, but you know, you don't do that realistically. And, you know, if you get an electric car, I doubt that you're gonna get the car and then travel across the entire country. You probably will go to the state that's closest to you, maybe one state over, a couple states over, something like that. And it makes it so easy, you know, with the supercharger network and everything like that. So even taking road trips, I taken this car to California. I live in Vegas normally. Taken to California one time, and yeah, it did great. And that was even before I knew how Teslas work. So I was charging it when I was only at like 30 or 40%, when that was just a waste of time. I should have waited till it got lower and then, you know. But yeah, it's super comfortable. Most comfortable car I've ever had as a daily. And I've had some good ones, like the RS3 had a really good suspension. The Golf R had a really good suspension. My GTI was nice. But this car just cruises. And it's so silent, so nice, so smooth. Number 5, the convenience. Full self-drive convenience, right? You just get in, the car drives itself. You don't have to think about anything. The phone is your key. You just walk up, open the door. You don't have to worry about keys. Like, I keep my phone on me all the time, so I always have my key on me. I don't have to worry about keys. I don't have to worry about losing them or leaving them in the car or forgetting them in the car or something like that. Like, you never have to worry about that. Your phone is your key. You just get in, go, super easy. When you pull up to a stop, take off your seatbelt and get out of the car. You don't have to do any sort of turn down or, you know, wait for the car to cool off or wait for the turbo to spool down, or you don't have to do any of that stuff. You just get in, go, get to your place, get out. It's super nice. Preconditioning the car on the Tesla app, like the Tesla app is so nice. There's so many things you can do on there. You can, you know, change your climate control. You can change it to different modes and, you know, turn it on before you get in the car. You know, like right now it's really hot in Vegas. You know, sometimes the car will be like 130 degrees inside, which the phone will tell you how hot it is inside the car. All you got to do is just turn on the car about 5 to 10 minutes before you get in it, and then you get in it and everything's cooled off. Super, super nice. Another part of that convenience factor is the climate control. So I have my climate control on 72 degrees in auto. So literally, it's like a house. I set it at 72. If it's hotter in the car than 72, it turns on the AC to bring you down to 72. If it's colder than 72, it'll turn on the heat to bring it up to 72. So literally, I don't have to mess around with the climate control really ever. I put it at 72. If I'm feeling a little extra hot, I will just go down to like 68 or something, and then the car will get cooler. So, I mean, it's just so, like, this car is just so easy to own and so, like, stress-free. Like, you don't have to worry about anything. Another thing, too, fastest accelerating daily driver car I've had, too. So, let me get out of full self-drive real quick, and I'll take off at this light. Now, the long-range all-wheel drive doesn't give you all the power off the get-go. It mainly kind of rolls into it at 20. So, it's even faster in a roll, actually. But I'll show you guys a little takeoff. Make sure there's no federales around me. But it's the fastest accelerating car I've had. All the power is usable. It's all-wheel drive, and it's electric. It's instant. It hooks. It goes. The traction control system is very advanced in this car. Like, if it detects a little bit of slip, it'll cut the power a tiny bit in that area, and it'll just go straight the whole time. Just sitting at the light, so you need to get in front of somebody real quick. So easy. Left all the traffic way back there. All you gotta do is floor it. You don't have to sort of warm up or launch control or none of that stuff. You just floor it and go. And right now, since it's so hot in Vegas, the car has been extra fast, because I've done a little bit of research on Teslas, and it looks like the optimal battery temperature is like around 130 degrees for like the peak performance and charging and all that stuff. So when it's like 100 degrees outside in Vegas and the battery's all warmed up and stuff, this car, you can just get in it and it's immediately fast. But that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, there's tons of storage, like I said, like in the front trunk and the rear trunk. The trunk is powered, right? You have heated and cooled seats. Your rear passengers can watch Netflix while you're driving. Like, there's just so many things you can do with this car. And, you know, it's literally the best daily you could ever think of. Now, us as car people, we like sound. We like cars that are a little flashy. You know, they got some, you know, cool styling and all that. And that's fine. That's why I have more than one car. You know, if the Tesla's your only car, I can understand, like, you know, okay, if it's your only car. But, you know, this car, just having it as an additional car, or my daily, obviously, like, it's unbeatable. But anyway, we made it to work. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe, share your thoughts in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one.